Hello, hello, hello. I hope you all are having a super duper fantastic day out there today. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, I'm live at 5. 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 Come on inside of the StreamYard room. This conversation today is the world you live in. Yep, you got a world that you live in, and it is yours, all yours by yourself. But look, before we get into this conversation, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Denise Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneurs Jumpstart Program. It's the number one training environment for women in the world looking to leverage their knowledge, ignite their passion, and build a highly profitable business. Look, you guys, come on inside of here. Let me know that you are inside of the building. Drop your name in the chat. Drop your information in the chat. If my sister is out there, you already know I need my red dress. You don't miss the song, but I'm ready to get into this conversation. So go ahead and type for me the world I live in. Put it in the chat. The world I live in, because I want you to get that there's a world that you live in. And it's super duper real and true to you. And it's how you actually experience the world and the things that's happening in the world. Now, let me tell you why this is so powerful, right? Because whatever it is in the world that you live in is what develops your conversation, your experiences, your life, your friends, your job, your family, right? It is the world that you actually live in. Put it in the chat, the world I live in. Put it in the chat, the world I live in. So there's three things that I want you to know about the world that you live in. Now, I definitely have a world that I live in as well, right? And it's filled with so many things similar to you. So put in the chat your world. This is number one. Number world about the world that you live in is it is unique to me. Put it in the chat. It's unique to me. It is unique to me. Now, here is why your world is super unique to you. One, it is comprised of all your experience, desires, wants, complaints, constraints. Like it all belongs to you and is unique to you. What you got to totally get is the way that you see things in the world that you live in is not like anyone else. Why is that? Because they haven't experienced life the way that you live in. They don't have the context that you live life through. So your experiences are unique to you, which creates your world and unique to your world. Number two is it's very limited. Put it in the chat. It's very limited. Now, the reason why your world is limited, because based on the constraints or the things that you believe, your belief systems, there's certain things that's not available for you because you don't believe in it, right? So it's just like if I walked outside and I actually said, oh my God, the sky is purple. And for you, you're like, no, the sky can't be purple. And then the world I live in is blue with some white clouds. Then me using my energy and my time to try to convince you that the sky is purple when you believe that the sky could never be purple because the color purple don't even exist, then there's no need for me to keep trying to badger you or convince you that this sky is purple. And that's what it's like in the ideas and the frame that you have for your world, the context that you live in, that you try to explain and describe to people like, no, you really can do this, or you really can be that, or you really can have this, and you really can have that. If it's not anything that is actually possible in the world that they live in, they'll never be able to see it. Okay, and then number three, your world is only real to you. Put it in the chat. It's only real to me. Put it in the chat. It's only real to me. So your world that you live in is only real to you because, again, remember, it's only based on your experiences, your belief systems, your desires, your wants, your complaints, your constraints. So no one else is experiencing the same world as you, and it can't be real for them like it's real for you. That's why you could be going through a really tough time and people will say things like, wow, is that really making you that upset? Or wow, do you really feel bad about that? Why? Because it's not real for them. It's not anything that they've experienced, nor do they understand, nor do they probably want to even understand. Do you get what I'm saying? So I want you to get that the world that you live in is unique to you. It is limited, very limited, and it is only real to you. Because when we actually bump up against other people that we love, that we care about, and we try to convince them to be in our world, to live in our world, to experience things in our world, sometimes that can be very challenging and hard and even disappointing and disheartening, because we want people to be able to understand how we feel and what we experience and what we like and why we like it. But sometimes it's difficult because they don't live in the same world as us. So here's my challenge to you. Now that you get that the world that you live in is unique to you, it's very limited, and it's only real to you and nobody else. I want you to think about these belief systems, the things that you've constructed, your experiences, your desires, your wants, your ups, your downs, your breakdowns, and your breakthroughs. Because here's the great thing about me and you being able to share ourselves in conversations with friends and family. We do get to enroll people and share ourselves in a way that people can experience our world. But here's what you got to do. You got to be straight. You got to get flat. You got to stop pretending. You got to show your heart. You got to be able to be authentic in what it is that's happening and be able to describe it in a way that you can create the world for other people. And remember, your transformation in the life that you live is all in language. That's why you have to be careful about what it is you're saying, because you are creating the world that you live in. So hopefully you guys have gotten that, the world you live in. I hope that you're excited for the holiday break. Look, I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to be in here or if I'm going to go live while I'm on the road or do a replay or a recap. But I want you to put it in the chat, the world I live in. Put it in the chat, the world I live in. And I want you to get, there is a world that you live in, but it's unique to you. It's very limited and it's only real to you. So don't get frustrated. Don't get upset when people don't understand. They can't see what you see. They don't believe what you believe. They haven't experienced what you experience. They can't relate to how you feeling about what it is that you're going through. Oh, but here is the thing. When you want to grow outside of your world, when you see that it's not serving you in a way that it was serving you before, when you feel restricted and limited, hey, Tam, yes, the world that you live in. So listen, when you want to come outside that world and you want to experience other things and you don't want to be as limited as you have been and you want a new way to see things, here's what you need to do. Dr. Roz. Hey, Dr. Roz, what you got to get is you need to be around other people and share yourself with other people. So I talked to you guys, maybe it was in the nightcap, maybe it was here, about the 5, 5, and 5. Put it in the chat, the 5, 5, and 5. 5, 5, and 5. Put it in the chat, 5, 5, and 5. And I think I had shared this with you that there's 5 people that mentor me or that pour into me, people that I listen to, that I read things from, that I talk to, that I get coaching from, that pour into me. Then there's 5 people that I grow with. Put it in the chat, 5, 5, and 5. Put it in the chat, 5, 5, and 5. All right, Dr. Roz, I see you, 5, 5, and 5. And then there's 5 people per year that I'm growing with, right? There's 5 that's pouring into me, that's mentoring me. There's 5 that I'm growing with, and then there's 5 that I'm pouring into. So this will give me the opportunity to get what I need, right, from other people, for people to continue to pour into me to help build me up. This will, number 2, will help me with my collaboration, right, my partnership. And I know you're big on that, Dr. Roz, right? That 5, the 5 people that I'm growing with will meet those needs. And then there's 5 people that I'll be able to pour into, to serve, to give insight to help, right? And maybe for you to be able to live outside of the world that you live in, because remember, your world is unique to you, it's very limited, and it's only real to you, is that when you start spending time with more people, more ideas, more ways of thinking, more belief systems, right? You're going to be challenged to definitely grow, definitely to be open, and it may even give you new ideas and insights to change your world. So the question on the table is, do you want to change your world? Are you comfortable in the world that you live in? Are you comfortable with the belief systems that you have, the things that you've been able to achieve? If not, then maybe there's a shift that needs to take place. Put it in the chat, I'm shifting. Put it in the chat, I'm shifting. And shifting is not a bad thing, but you got to get that the world that you live in, the world that you speak from, the world that you try to convince and enroll other people in is very unique to you. It's very limited and it's only real to you. So look, you guys, I want to come back on Wednesday, but I'm going to be on the road. So we're going to see how the internet is doing. If I think that something's going to go awry in the Greenbrier, I do the best of, right? But I want you to get that I definitely will be offering Queenpreneurs Jumpstart Program as my Black Friday special. Becoming the Change has already started. Registration has already started. Seats are limited. So if you want to get in where you fit in. I want you to be there. It's all about becoming the change. We talk about a lot of things that we want to achieve, that we want to do. And for whatever reason, we haven't been able to get over the hump. Not that we don't think that we're qualified, not that we don't think that we're able to do it, but we have some form of a mental block or a belief system that's holding us back. And Becoming a Change is the place where you can get all of that taken care of. We can figure out what is the roadblock? What is it that you're thinking that's holding you back? What is the thing that's been preventing you from going after those dreams and aspirations that you keep talking about? Because it's something, right? Because remember, wanting to ain't enough. Having a desire is not enough. It's going to require you becoming who you need to be so you can do the things that you need to do to have the things that you want to have, right? Hey, LaShawn, where you been, girl? You driving. Okay. Well, look, I love you guys. Always looking forward to serving you. The world you live in, put it in the chat. The world I live in, put it in the chat. The world I live in, remember, 3 things is unique to you. It's very limiting, and it's only real to you. And once you get that, you won't feel so bad when people don't understand where it is that you're coming from. They don't have the proper context. They don't have the same context as you. And if you feel that you want to break through this limitation, this box that you live in, you want a new way of thinking, then you need to open yourself up to be with other people, to definitely get coaching when necessary, and to listen to new ideas, try new things, because the world you live in is very limited and it's only unique to you and it's only real to you. Always looking forward to serving you. LaShawn, thank you so much. Thank you, Tamu, for being here. Thank you, Dr. Roz. Dr. Roz, my book is on the way. I can't wait to send you some pics. It should be here tomorrow. So look, I love you guys. Definitely drop your book in the chat, Dr. Roz. Let people know. Let me know if you're going to be a part of 12 Days of Christmas. You know that's always available to you. Send me a text message. We'll set up a date and a time. We need to do the same thing, LaShawn. All right. I love you guys. Always looking forward to serving you. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, God willing. All right? Because I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Hey,